I think I'm a bit of a fraud and I have to apologise. What am I talking about? Let's find out. Welcome back. How are you doing? Daz here. So, as I said, I think I'm a bit of a fraud and therefore I must apologise. Now, why do I think this? It's probably because it's true. It's almost like a big apology video, that one, with a big sigh.
He brings in the most beautiful sigh I have ever heard.
I'm all very aware that I kind of preach inspirational stuff and, you know, how to kind of live a better life and good things to do. And I was actually going to do a video tonight on live a better life and, you know, kind of focus and all that good stuff, which I'm now going to do another day. And the reason being, so I'm very full because I just had dinner.
Good afternoon, sir, and how are we today?
Better.
Better?
Better get a bucket. I'm gonna throw up.
From seeing a couple of friends post on Facebook a couple of things, and my immediate reaction to seeing the post was a bit sort of annoyance. And let me explain that. I sort of thought, well, why don't they just do do this other thing? Because that would solve their problem. And this comes back to the thing I've mentioned probably recently about me being frustrated when people maybe don't take advice and people don't do the right thing, etc. Then suddenly realise like a big sledgehammer hitting me. I'm dishing out all this advice and yet I'm not sort of doing it myself, and just realise how much of a ridiculous situation that is. And whilst I truly believe that the advice, the information, the tips, however you want to call it, is valuable and useful and right and justified and all that stuff, I'm not really living the example. I'm not presenting that example as in, well, look, here I am, I've done this, look, as you can see, it works. And something someone said to me a few months ago, it hit home then, and this is not a sort of a dig, I appreciate that comment, and I think it kind of hit home, but I don't think it truly sort of registered. Maybe because of my own ego, and maybe it's hit home now because of I'm in a bit of a kind of a lower ebb, put it that way. But it was basically, you know, you could do that, and I'm very much an ideas person. I very much come up with ideas and things, but I'm not really a finisher. I think I've mentioned this before. I'll come up with ideas, but I don't kind of follow through with them because and then I'm very much, mine's all over the place. Probably I might have a little bit of ADHD, I don't know, but I'm kind of a little bit scattered, put it that way. So ideas, you know, you could do that. And then they turned around and said, you're not doing it. Valid point. And said it hit home then, but didn't really sort of hit home until probably this evening when it suddenly realised, like, good point. And this may well explain and sort of break down a lot of reasons why perhaps things aren't taking off, things like that, but for me, because it's all well and good preaching that advice, and I do hate the word preaching, but I suppose I can be a bit preachy. But unless I sort of follow my own advice and do that stuff myself, it's a little bit because it's almost like, say, going to a dentist and he's got terrible teeth. He's giving you all this advice of how to look after your teeth, and you're sort of going, yeah, but but should I trust what you're saying because you haven't? Literally the same thing. I know there's another thing that people say, you know, like plumbers have the worst bathrooms and stuff like that when they're so busy doing other people's stuff they never have time to do their own. Fine, but I think in what I am generally talking about, I think I need to be a living example. I think I need to do that. It's sort of difficult for me to admit this, really, because, you know, I've just sort of realised that, you know, I'm not following my own advice, and if I can't follow my own advice, how can I expect anyone else to do it? And it was a real kind of like, for fuck's sake, seriously, what a fucking idiot, because it makes no sense. And why would you take anything I say as truth or as advice if I'm not at least doing it and then, you know, making an effort to do it. And I haven't been. It's such an obvious thing, and I feel so dumb for being in that position. So I suddenly thought, well, I've got to do it. And this may well kind of answer that question of the decision that I've been kind of on the fence about the last few days. The decision was give up everything or say it and do it. And I think I've come to the conclusion of say it and do it. And do it and go all in and stop wasting time and around. Just do it. JFDI. I find that idea quite exciting, but it's also quite scary, which I think is a good balance. And looking at what the other decision, what the other choice was, you know, was never exciting. I've got to say, that was never exciting. It was scary, obviously, but it wasn't exciting. And so looking at the two, based on that, both are scary, but one's more exciting than the other. The logic things and obvious choice will be the exciting one, because they're both equally as scary in my mind. There's the answer to the 2-day-old question of what am I going to do? And it just come from a thought tonight. I thought, you know, I'm going to do this video, and then I thought, oh, no, for fuck's sake, no. And then that comment that was said to me a few months ago, Sandy went, I haven't really given it a go. If I follow through with this stuff and this information and this advice and it doesn't work, at least I can then go, look, I thought this was the best way to do things. I've done it and it isn't, so don't do that. At least I've got something to then sort of lead with. Or tried it and it's all Gucci. It works well. And so I'm going to get, for want of a better way of putting it, I'm going to get content either way. It's either going to be really good or really bad, but then it's a way of not doing it. As Edison, I can't remember the exact quote, but it's, you know, it took him like 10,000 attempts to invent the light bulb, and he didn't sort of say, well, I've failed 9,999 times. He just said, I found 9,999 ways to not do it. And it's just putting that positive spin. And I know that might sound a bit woo-woo and, you know, positive spin on everything and all that jazz, but also got inspired in the last few days. I saw a video about, oddly, Amelia Clark. Actually nothing to do with Game of Thrones at all, but about sort of how she is and her personality and stuff. Again, I think you can always learn something from anyone and different situations, and sort of I picked up a few things on that, and it was like, that all makes sense. And so yeah, so that's it. That's today's kind of, as seems to be a theme these days, low value vlogs, but I wanted to get that out there, that this is going to happen now. And I may well become more annoying than ever, likely. And if that's not for you, I respect that, and I thank you for watching up to now. I feel that's more the real me, of being kind of more and going for it. So I should soon be welcoming back some more ridiculously stupid and pointless inserts into the vlog, as well as more energy, excitement, and all that good stuff. Although I've got to say, the light tonight is lovely, absolutely lovely. So that's it for today. Thank you for sticking with me. I really do appreciate it, that you're kind of sticking with me and through this journey. As I always said, it's going to be sort of a bit of a rocky road journey, but I want to be honest and true and kind of share that journey with you. And I suppose recently it's kind of gone a bit and a bit fucked up, but hopefully it's kind of picking up. And I know some of this was to do with my proper mental state. I guess that's part of the rich tapestry of Badger's arse that's inside my head. But that's me. And so I want to be true to me, and there you go. Enjoy. So, if you did get some value from this, hopefully you did get some.
Get some?
Hit the like button till it's nice and blue. And if you haven't already, subscribe. I really do appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye. Thanks again for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do so down here, and check out my other video down here. And remember, live your best life and profit from that passion. See you next time. Bye bye.